Welcome to the Two Curries and a Ranch podcast. I'm Jeff, the Ranch. I'm here with the two Curries, Nina and Rita. And first off, we'd like to thank everyone who listened to our first episode. We are so excited and we're thrilled by everyone who took the time to listen to us. And we promise that we're going to keep putting out the best content that we can for everybody. We're really excited to put out more content. It's February and Valentine's Day is in February. So we're going to talk about love. First off, Rita, you once said, kind of asked, kind of said, are women like Christmas cakes? No one wants them after their 25th. Would you like to expand?
Those were words of wisdom from one of my friend's mothers who told her that when we were approaching 25 years old. Okay. So
Oh, wow.
it was very much, you better find someone kind of ASAP because I think we were both like 24 and a half. And she was very much like, all women are like Christmas cakes. No one wants them after the 25th. So we kind of took that in and, really made that part of our personality. Maybe they don't want them after the 25th, but we're gonna go ahead and try to live our lives and find partners that we actually like.
When I was 25, my mother tried to arrange me to meet, or she did arrange for me to meet a foot doctor. And, we did not click. I did not find him attractive or interesting or anything. And to this day, she'll be like, and then I showed you a foot doctor.
Do you think that your foot doctor, if he had seen your feet,
What's wrong with my feet?
I know some lady in the Gurdwara once in your life told you had pretty feet.
You think I have ugly feet?
I don't think you have ugly feet. I don't really think about your feet.
Then why are you my feet? I'm suddenly offended that you don't think I have nice feet. I have
You have
perfectly.
fine feet. I'm just not a feet finder kind of girl, okay?
Then why'd you say if he saw your feet, would he run me in
I
the
was.
road?
Do you think he'd be do you think he would have pursued you harder?
If he liked my feet?
Yeah.
I don't know
What
if
if he had a
I
foot
don't know
fetish?
that
It's
like
not
a
like he was
foot
a foot
doctor has
doctor.
a foot fetish.
I mean, I
Like
don't
if
think
they
it's
do,
mutually.
that's kind of creepy. Because then what about, gynecologists? Like, I mean, you could take that
I
whole
think we're
thing.
straying very far off of that.
Oh, I gotta tell you guys about this. The last guy I actually went on a date with told me that he wanted me to wear surgical scrubs and a mask and gloves and pretend to be his doctor and pretend to actually
This is going down a bad road.
we, we have strayed off a path. Jeffrey has laid down a narrow-ish path for us, and we took a hard left right out of the gate.
Rita, you are in a relationship with a very nice young man. As you and I both know, Nina has very high dating standards. Is Nina a dating snob?
Abso-fucking-lutely, yeah.
Oh, fuck you. You know what? Just because I want someone to have a college degree, and I mean that, and a job, like I don't think that's asking for too much.
That's not your list, madam. That's
What
not
is my
your
list? Tell
okay?
me what my list
Your
is.
list is they need to be spiritual.
They do
need
not.
to be
I do not require my men to be spiritual. I appreciate it when they are. I get very excited when I meet a guy who's like, I'm a Buddhist. I'm like, that's exciting. But
They-
generally speaking, the general population, but I do not want, I like it better when they're agnostic or atheist as opposed to religious.
I don't think you realize what you say to me off of this podcast because it's absolutely a requirement for you. Number 2, you need somebody who's taller than you.
Yes, I do.
You
I do
want
not want someone who's 5'3", dude. Like,
do you see what I'm saying? Whoa, college degree, job.
5'3"? You want me to date a guy who's 5'3"? Like, no, I can't. I am not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. I'm
Do you
sorry.
hear her pounding on the table?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
I just
there
I
are
just
some that is generally like, I like somebody who's decent looking, but the height thing is one of my only, like, physical requirements. You must be taller than me, and probably taller than, like, 5'5" even.
I would say that that's correct, that that's about your minimum, and really, it's probably 5'7".
Probably, yes. Mhm.
Okay.
I don't think there's
Um,
anything wrong with that. I don't.
you don't like skinny men,
No, I don't.
generally.
No, I don't.
I would call that a requirement.
That they're not skinny, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyone out there fitting these, requirements, feel free to message us on social media. I'll be
Our Facebook
waiting.
page is up,
I'll be
everybody.
waiting. As long as you're over 5'5" or 5'7", really.
Fi 5'7", with a job, with a college degree, that's spiritual ask.
Okay, the spiritual thing, like I said, it's so far and few between. You can't find it by looking at their profile. You have to meet somebody and talk to them, or talk to them on the phone or over text to find out if they have a spiritual component to them. I would love to meditate with someone, or do yoga with someone, or talk about philosophical. I do want them to have a philosophical, spiritual side to them. I do want that. Yes, I do.
That's 5 requirements, just an FYI.
I mean, I'm
I mean,
single, I'm
and
not
then
gonna lie,
there's,
like.
like, the normal, he needs to be kind, he needs to be loyal, you're not gonna share him, you don't wanna be in a polyamorous relationship, you don't wanna be in a what are they, isn't it a m what there's the ethically
Ethically
non-monogamous.
non-monogamous.
Yeah.
That's the new thing.
Though we should
Yeah.
mention that Nina was once asked to be someone's second wife.
Yes, which she
That
rightfully
was just a
has.
passing.
Nina, did you say yes?
Of course I did, and I'm married to him, don't you know? Like, I am a second wife, I'm part of the wives club or whatever, the sister wives. You don't know everything about me, Jeff, okay?
You don't know me.
You don't know me. I've got husbands and all kinds of things in my closet, like, you don't know. Talk to me
You
about my
don't know me. Is she a
requirements.
second wife?
I was
That's funny.
yelling at my mom the other she's like, "You're a girl! How can your voice be so loud?" I was like she's like, "Act like a girl!"
As she's yelling at you?
Yeah, as she's screaming on the top of her lungs for me to act like a girl.
Well, your mom is always there to give you pieces of advice, and she did once give you a piece of advice about love. Would you like to share it with all of us?
Well, I think I was, like, 25, and she sat me down, and she was like, "Do you drink hard liquor?" I don't know how to answer that. She's like, "Do you think somebody's going to marry you if you drink hard liquor?" And I was like, "I don't think that's the reason they're gonna reject me." But she was very convinced that it was not very ladylike to drink hard liquor. In fact, I had a 50th birthday party, and the only rule in this house, there would be no hard liquor. And there's a bunch of hard liquor in my fridge that my sister bought anyways.
Part of Indian culture and other cultures as well is arranged marriage. Knowing what you know now, do either of you wish you would have gotten into one when you were younger?
God, no. Absolutely no. I can't imagine that for myself. I cannot.
I I actually just before I got uh, into my current relationship, I actually thought about it for some time. there seemed to be at that moment in my life, I could see some of the positives of it, b- but I am ultra glad that I didn't when I was younger. Like I think my life would have been very different, but I don't think I would have been any happier. Until you're able to be your own person, I think being in an arranged marriage is really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I don't know, it worked for my parents. They,
Mhm.
like, fell in love and, like, yada, yada, yada. I think the interesting thing about arranged marriages is because you are forced to compromise and because you are forced into a situation, I think it's very l it's it very much you could very much fall in love with that person. You could very much compromise to the point where that person's okay for you, as long as he's not a psychopath or a wife beater or whatever, you know? There is something to be said for the fact that you have to make a best of this situation. You are going to be with this person for the rest of your life. So you either play or you don't. And in a
Right.
time where this was happening a lot, divorce wasn't an option. Now that divorce is an option, it might be a lot it's different. Even in India, it's different.
Something else that is very common for both of you is that this February and maybe even before, Instagram and Facebook have been sending you messages of love. Rita, would you like to start with the messages of love that you're getting?
Well, maybe not the messages of love, but I've gotten the list of what India's turned Valentine's Day into.
Mm,
Do you want to talk about that?
we would love to hear it.
Let me read you this list that we have. So they, I always felt that Valentine's Day was very much a Hallmark holiday, right? I growing up would wear all black on Valentine's Day from socks to underwear, everything would be black. There's nothing on my body that's not, not a piece of clothing that's not black.
It's commitment.
Yeah, didn't you notice that when I was in high school? Come on. But very, very, very much a this is a Hallmark holiday. I don't like this. But Indians from India have taken this one Hallmark holiday that is a one-day affair for us and turned it into a week-long. I don't even know what to call it. It's a week long of craziness. February 7th is Rose Day, where you're supposed to give your significant other or someone you like, I don't know, it's just Rose Day. So do with all of these what you will, okay? Rose Day, the 8th is Propose Day. Propose
Oh
what?
You're
my.
supposed to
I
propose
don't know. What do you
marriage?
I don't listen, I got the list,
Oh.
okay? That's all I know.
Okay.
You have as much context as I do. 8th is Propose Day. The 9th is Chocolate Day.
Alright, I can do that. I can be down with that,
I
yeah.
could be down with that. The 10th is Teddy Day. Okay.
Okay.
So like teddy bear. Okay, fine.
This is getting pricey.
Okay, well, it's a week long. We're
Oh my
not.
god.
I mean, I think we did the same thing we did with what white people do with weddings in 4 hours. We take into 5-day celebrations. We
True.
took a one day Hallmark holiday and turned it into a week long. Let's spend some cash out here. No, and the thing that as we go through this list, it doesn't actually make logical sense. It's not a crescendo. It's not a crescendo to Valentine's Day, right? Okay, where were we? Teddy Day. Then the 11th is Promise Day.
Okay, so you make a
W-
promise,
Wait a
okay.
minute. So you're proposing before you promise.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. There's a little bit of
There's no
logic.
logic in
There's
this, yeah.
there's a little bit of logic breaking down here because then the 12th is Hug Day.
Okay, okay,
Okay, that's fine.
okay.
The 13th is Kiss Day.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean, I feel like I wanna clutch my pearls at this point.
Yes. The
I cannot
anticipation.
believe I cannot believe you're gonna have a kiss day. And then the 14th is Valentine's Day.
What the
Okay.
fuck are you supposed to do on Valentine's
I
Day?
don't know. We just spent a
No
week
instructions? Just
proposing and promising. I don't know. Like, and you've already given chocolates, and you've already given roses, and you've already given teddy bears. So what's happening? And you've already kissed and you've already hugged. So what's happening? What's happening on Valentine's Day? Like, I
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
Okay, but then the 15th is slap day.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
So now
sorry.
we've hit the crescendo, and now we're sharply falling off a hill, okay? The 16th, kick day. Kick day with emoji. Kick day. Kick day. Okay?
What are you supposed to do? Kick them? What? Slap
It's the
them? Like,
same thing with propose day. Okay, promise day. You promise somebody something like I'll never I don't know. I don't even know. I'll never call you a
a cunt?
fool. I don't
Yeah.
know. You can go with that. Whatever.
Oh my god. Oh my
Or
god.
you
You
always
need
have
to
to bring me.
get taking an occasion and making it into yeah.
I mean, if
So
if
that's 9 days.
that's
That's the
9 days,
7th through the 16th, right? That's
right?
that's 9 days. Oh my
But we're
god.
gonna assume
That's
that nothing happens to you on a slap day and a kick day if you're in a relationship, or that you wouldn't have made some poor sap go through all those days and then break up with them on the 15th and 16th by kicking them and slapping them. I don't I can't,
I
like, if there
genuinely
was a word in Hindi or a word in that I knew that was, like, Indian related that was like a telenovela, right? They took a Valentine's Day and they telenovelaed it, and I
yeah.
don't know how to say that any other way. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like all of us need to be here with big hair and all sorts of, like, "Propose me." Propose what? What?
I thought
Badass.
we
so
were bad that they're selling Valentine stuff the day after New Year's. There is no holiday between New Year's and Valentine's Day. So right
That's
after
Black
New
History
Year's,
Month. Can't we have Black History Month in
what are
there?
we gonna sell on Black History Month, Rita? We're gonna sell evidence of slavery,
No,
like
obviously,
postcards,
obviously, you asshole, no. We
pictures
can't
of
why
Martin
can't we
Luther
sell
King, like
why can't we have Martin
framed
Luther King?
photographs of Martin Luther
Yeah,
King.
why can't we
And
have paraphernalia of Martin Luther King Day?
I mean, that would be great.
I will say that I went to Kroger's, and there is so much Valentine's Day shit. When did Reese's make heart-shaped peanut
Oh,
butter
they
cups?
do? I didn't know that.
They're
Okay.
not egg-shaped, they're not Christmas trees, they're not pumpkins, they're friggin' hearts. When did they start doing that?
I mean, I'm surprised it took them this long to come up with that.
I feel like I would need to boycott them, like, the heart, like, it's too much, it's too much. I'm down with the pumpkins, I'm down with the Christmas trees. Obviously, the Easter eggs are the best. That's the best chocolate to peanut butter ratio, but the heart?
I
I
don't
don't know.
see myself boycotting any type of chocolate ever for any good reason or any good cause. If someone was like, you could cure cancer if you would just give up chocolate, I still would not boycott chocolate, but that's just me.
You wouldn't give
what
this is right back to the mosquito thing. You wouldn't give up you wouldn't give up chocolate to cure cancer for people in the world?
How is the
That's
relation?
very
What is the
selfish of you.
relationship between giving up
This
chocolate?
you're the one who brought it up. It's not it's now in the ether.
So there's a dude who's like, if everybody boycotts, I'll let out my cure for cancer. As long as, or maybe the
Yeah,
cure for cancer is not eating chocolate. What if that were the case? Oh my god, this is getting terrible.
our imaginary world is getting there.
Again, we're gonna have 3 wishes. One of them.
Uh, Are there any Valentine's gifts in India that you wish you could get here?
I mean, the only thing in India that I think would be special, I mean, maybe like a sari, which is like a, clothing, a silk sari, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
When have you ever worn a goddamn sari?
I haven't.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I
Where
actually want to
the
use
fuck
it
are
as
you
a
pulling this shit out of your asshole? Okay, you have reached up so high that you scratched your pancreas. Okay, I
I'm saying I would like to own a nice silk sari and like.
but that's not a goddamn Valentine's Day. Did you see Sari Day on this list?
I mean, it's better than slap day. I'm a little bit concerned about slap and kick day. I'm sorry.
So, Nina, you have been getting messages of love on Facebook. Would you like to share
Okay, they're
some
not
of them?
messages of love. Like these are people I don't know. Like I do promote my blog in India because I get readers from India. These random men will just message me and say things like "Hi," or like I get a lot of "Hi." Like I'm like okay, like I don't respond to any of the messages that I get. This one guy was like, can you help me?" I'm like, dude. With what? Like, what do you think I'm capable of? Like, or they'll say something in Hindi, they'll write it in English, but it's actually a Hindi word like bolo, which means like speak. And I'm like, yeah,
Wait,
I
you've
get
gotten somebody like literally that's just like bolo,
bolo.
like that's it.
Yeah. Or
Not
or
like
someone was like, "Who are you?" I don't know. It says my name clearly on my Facebook page. Like, I don't know. Who am I? Like, it's a really good question. I'll
that's
blog
the kind
about
of
it and get
spiritual
back to you.
question that I'd like to have over a romantic dinner with you. Like that's not
There's
even
one guy who actually wrote an actual comment on one of my blogs and was like, it was about my neighbors. I wrote a blog about my neighbors because Rita told me to. Because I
listen,
couldn't
this
think of
bitch
anything to
called
write
me
about,
up
so I wrote
at
about my
some
crazy ass neighbor. So this guy was like, "You would be a treasure to be a neighbor with.
Oh, that's
I
so
would."
sweet.
Right. I thought it was great. I
Why are you
liked
making
his
fun of
comment.
him? Don't make fun.
But I'm not making fun. I'm saying I would be a treasure. I am a treasure.
So, Rita, you have been getting messages from Rishtas. Am I
No, no,
saying
no,
that
no, no.
right?
I have not. Okay, so I spend a little bit of time on Instagram.
A
Okay, let's
little. Let's
talk about
talk about your addiction
no, no,
to
no, we're not. No, that is not what the
Instagram
topic
from
of
the
this today
time
is.
you're like,
No, no,
"Oh,
no.
I was
That
up
is
at
not.
10 and I spent
That's
5 hours on Instagram."
I have a timer. I have a timer on it. Okay, I have a limit that I mostly follow,
Oh,
and I'm on. I that's a different episode for a different time. Okay, we can talk about my addictions, Jeffrey's addictions, your addictions. Okay, that's
That would be a good episode.
okay.
So let us know what you think of today's episode. Feel free to leave us any comments on our social media. We've got a Facebook page. So let us know. Have you gotten words of wisdom from your mom? Are you a dating snob? Are Instagram and Facebook sending you messages of love, or just guys who are saying speak? Let us know. Let us know what your experiences have been. Let us know what's going on with you in February regarding love. And any other parting words that we'd like to mention to our listeners?
yeah. I I'm not a snob.
And with that, thanks everyone for listening. Feel free to review and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. And we'll be back in next time with another episode of Two Curries and a Ranch.